Okay. Well, okay. Howdy, hello, everyone. This is James with Mana Talk. We are seeing another dog and pony show with the Pam Bondi Senate hearing thing, and it's simple. Why didn't the Democrats do this from 2021 to the end of 2024? Why didn't Merrick Garland or, Chris Ray or anybody, Biden, Secretary, President, whatever, anybody, do something? I think that has to be the biggest question. But I'm going to digress, and I'm going to say today was just another fiasco Pam, look, I wouldn't have handled it that way. I would have kept my cool, which, I'm not perfect at, and just basically said most of the time, look, I understand the Democrats and a few Republicans want to slander, say words like pedophile, say words like illegal or criminal or whatever they want to, whatever narrative talking point or word they want to shove into the conversation, and say Trump's name at the same time. That happened a lot. I mean, that's what it was for them. But again, I'm just trying to figure out why they wouldn't want to. Why would they? I mean, it was 2020, wasn't it, when Epstein supposedly killed himself? Which people are saying now that I guess he's still alive or something like that. So I'm just kind of tripping out on this. I think that Pam didn't handle it how I would handle it, or how others have said they would have handled it. She did say it's an ongoing investigation, and if that's the case, then some of the information she's releasing could damage her case, and she has to be careful with that. And I get that point. Because you don't want to say, hey, here's 230 men that we're going after, and then, half of them off themselves, or they become flight risks, or whatever the case may be, or they, start to hide their documents and erase all the information they have, or whatever. I can get that, but the thing that gets me the most about this is it's just taken forever. It's fucking exhausting. I went through today. I got home from work, and I'm like, well, I know Pam was out there saying something. Who fucking knows? I was too busy working, busting my ass, making my money. And I'm trying to figure out. There's just so much information here. There's just tons of people just going after, you're not doing anything, and you didn't, and you put the victims' names here, and this and this and that, and this, there's just pointing fingers. But I think Nancy Mace here, I've personally lost all faith in our justice system, because for some reason, Pam's saying either there's an ongoing investigation, or she's saying that she's not going to prosecute anybody in the files. So what I'm trying to figure out is, what is it? Is it over? We're not going to. Was Cash Patel not shitting around when Cash said, "Hey, man, there's nobody we're going after"? I'm not either. That's it. I think she said it perfectly. Right? I'm not going to keep going in this. It's going to be a commercial there, but isn't that what everybody wants? Everybody wants this. You know, you can't. It's not going to wrap up in a perfect little bow. I mean, that usually doesn't happen in the United States. But I think with all this information that's coming out, and they released about half of it, obviously, and then redacted a ton of it. Massey went on a big tear. Of course, I get it. This Massey's fucking. You gotta watch this part. This is good because Massey fucking. This is good. This is 7 minutes. I'm gonna try to make this one short, but I gotta play this for sure. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm at the right. Wait, no, right here. Okay, here we go. Man, you gotta. So Massey just goes into it pretty heavy, and I mean I get it. You got to pay attention to this. This is making sense. Jimmy Dore covered this. Other people covered it, but I just wanted this is to answer. Okay. Doesn't want it to get away. Remember, she's said, and I'm not. I have it here. One of these videos. If you have any information, or if you've been a part of this, or blah blah, call 1-800-FBI. Blah blah blah. It's like, okay, so you're not protecting us though, right? I mean, these. I think at this, like I've said many times, I think at this point, these slain victims have just fucking we don't care anymore. Just release the whole fucking thing. I'm really, and what's interesting is in this meeting, the Democrats, of course, brought in a lot of the victims or alleged victims, and they had signs out and they were screaming and yelling and all that other stuff, but which I get for sure, but. And she wouldn't really pay attention to those people, and she wouldn't say sorry or anything to them, or it was just I'm just trying to figure out how she believes she's being perceived. Because if somebody's telling her, and there are people saying, "Oh, she kicked ass today. She held her ground," and no, I don't think so. I don't think she held her ground. I don't think she was prepped for this very well at all. She knows Massey's going to come after her. I mean, the encounter they had was pretty obvious. She knew all about it. Just listen. I mean, she was involved in this entire thing, and she's not prepared for this. I mean, who is the redactor? I mean, who is that person? Is it you, or is it under your supervision? And then he lifts up and says it's Les Wexler. Just like, and by the way, here's Lex Wexler, one of the co-conspirating clients, whatever the fuck he is. Right, here's Lex right here. So now we know it's him. We got one. We got one, Pam. You fucked up on that. You got one. Is this the one you wanted? Because obviously this is the one that everybody that they wanted. Right, and let's look at Lex here. Lex Wexler is, he looks like a creepy old fuck. And what's his deal? He is, I've heard of his name, blah, 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 but let's just see who he is. Leslie Herbert Wexner is an American billionaire, businessman, political activist. He is the co-founder and chairman emeritus of Bath and Body Works. Ooh, okay, that's kind of creepy. He has been the principal in Abercrombie and Finch. Oh wow, what a trip! Victoria's Secrets and La Zenza, among several other retail corporations. Wexler is involved in politics. Well, there goes all those. The marketing for that just went south, right? 1930. He's 88 years old. He's worth $9.2 billion according to Forbes. There's the smile, children, Ohio State University, Bixley High School, Billy. Yeah, so that's all that we got him. That's it so far. We got Lex. Lex is definitely. I mean, if nothing happens to Lex, this is really fucked, right? Is nothing gonna happen to Lex Wexler? Right? Okay, let's go back. I want to hear the rest of. We got to hear the rest of Massey here. All right, here. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one right here. Yeah, the survivors. There are 4 lawyers. A while back, that I think it was like 2019, 20, when Epstein case started blowing up pretty big, and I don't know. I want to hear from these attorneys. It's weird. There's one that we have knowledge of. Derek Bros actually spoke with one of the attorneys and said the only person that's actually been helpful is Donald Trump, which is interesting. And there was this recent piece of information that came out that Donald Trump in 2006 called the police, called some people and said, hey, per testimony of a police chief or something, that he was alerting them, or kind of like whistleblowing, they call it, that he's trying to tell these people what the fuck's going on. And that's per a person saying. I'd like to see the phone reports. I'd like to see, maybe we can hear hear the call. Maybe we can see something showing that actual transaction or that call happening. That's what you need. You need even if you have Donald Trump's old phone cell, whatever it is, calling a police department or an official, a police official, and saying something, and there's amount of time, whether it's recorded or not, at least you could say that is he called and said that. We don't, and we might not know what he said, but at least it helps the case a little bit, helps Don's case, Trump's case, right? I want to listen to her response. Look, a yes or no never happens at these hearings. I don't care who you are, where you're from. You'll have a legislator on one side and a legislator on the other side, and and I just want a yes or no answer, and it just that fucking never happens. We all know that. It's ridiculous. Let me finish my answer. Come on, darn it, come on. I don't know if she knows how it works. See, when you go in to be interrogated, mocked, ridiculed, succumbed to, or whatever in a hearing, you're basically at the mercy of the legislators, these elected officials from these states, and they have time, and they're going to say whatever they want and ask whatever they want. They can cut you off. You don't get to a 40-minute response, yet maybe a 2-minute response. Most of them do use this time to throw out narratives, talking points, throw up certain laid claims and beliefs and their own conclusions on certain things, or just a way to slander people, or however they want to twist things. And that's the problem with these. Nobody's accountable. I've said it bazillion times. These dog and pony show congressional hearings. Has anybody ever seen anybody handcuffed from a hearing? A so-called hearing in Congress? No. Oh, you're in contempt. You just lied. No. That never happens. Why are you talking about it? Here, I gotta read this because this is important. In general, there are no later than 30 days after the date of enactment of this act, the Attorney General shall, subject to subsection B, make a publicly available in a searchable and downloadable format all unclassified records, documents, unclassified. Okay, that's kind of fucked up right there. So everything that's classified can't be released, but things that are unclassified can be released. Already we're screwed. Already it's fucked up. Records, documents, communications, investigative materials in the possession of the Department of Justice, including the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the United States Attorney's Office, that relate to Jeffrey Epstein's, including investigation, prosecutions, dealing with answers, flight logs, travel records, including but not limited to the manifest itinerary, pilot records, and customs or immigration documentation for any aircraft, vessel, or vehicle owned, operated, or used by Jeffrey Epstein or any related entity. Good idea. Individuals, including government officials, name or referenced in connection with Epstein, criminal activities, civil settlements, immunity or plea agreements, or investigatory plea agreements. That's important. Investigatory proceeds. Entities, corporation, nonprofit, academic, or governmental with known or illegal ties to Epstein trafficking or financial networks. Any immunity deals, non-prosecution agreements, plea bargains, or scaled settlements involving Epstein has associates and or his associates. Internal Department of Justice communications include all memos, meetings concerning it. This the thing blocks this whole thing. And the death or investigation. Okay. Yeah. It's all right there. But we're not seeing all of it. I don't get it. Let's just see what else Massey's saying here. This is a political joke. I agree. But that's okay. I'm so glad I fucking heard this early. To say. And that's what you're watching. And she said it perfectly. It's a political joke, and it's not a joke. That's the sad part about this. People are using it for leverage. They're using it for talking points. They're using it for narratives and words to slander this person or that person, to put a neon sign over somebody that you're a pedophile, you're this. Well, we know who they are. We pretty much have a general idea. They all come from Chatham House. They all come from the World Economic Forum. They all come from the World Health Organization. They all come from... I can show you right here where they all fucking come from. Right? And by the way, Republicans arrested a bunch of people, and Pam hasn't really arrested fucking anybody. Yeah, right. We got the Council on Foreign Relations, Chatham House, all these billionaires. This is it. Right? Rockefeller Foundation. I don't know why that opened up. Klaus Schwab, Prince Andrew, everybody in there. Hey, we're building a world tyranny where everyone will be our slaves with no rights, property, or privacy. Seems that most of you are okay with that, so thanks. Yeah, the Trilateral Commission. They're all in here. George Soros, David Rockefeller, Michael Bloomberg, Ted Turner, Bill Gates, of course. Right? All these political fuckers from Canada, Ukraine, just all of them. Pfizer, CERN. I went over all that. The lady that runs CERN is a World Economic Forum hack. All these people. Right? NATO, European Union, completely. It's all. I guarantee I would guarantee that at least half of these people here were a part of Epstein's Island. At least half. Right? Some of these, definitely, there's Bill Gates Foundation. They're all in there. These people are just fucking pieces of shit. And all we got is Leslie Wexner. This is fucking stuff. Retarded. It's just, yeah, Nancy Mace, I understand the frustration. This is fucking wrong. Right? It's a political joke. And it's not funny anymore. Right? And if define what that means, Pam. Why is it a political joke? Why do you think it's a political joke? I want to know. Everybody wants to know. We're all fucking wondering why you think it's a political joke. Right? When Trump said it was a hoax, what made it a hoax? Don, I want to know. What part of it are you talking about? Them pointing at you that you're a part of it, or they claim you're a part of it, or they want to say that you're a part of it? Why do you think it's a political joke, Pam? Right? I mean, I hear there's probably a lot of people right now thinking certain things, but it's not a joke. It needs to stop. This if we don't, and this is the bottom line, and then I'm gonna get out of here. But I mean, look, there's tons of videos. If you want one of them, I can show you all the shit that she's been through, and these people have been through, and all the stuff they've been saying about her, and here and there, and them, and this, that, and the other thing. It's crazy. And while this is happening, by the way, look at Netanyahu's at the White House. Isn't that perfect? Oh, hey, there's some good news. The SAVE Act passed in the House, and hopefully John Thune and his team of rhinos will pass it, because I want voter ID. And so does 87% of the United States of America want voter IDs. Yeah, they want people that are living here to vote. I think this is it right here. This is the one. This is the document. I don't know if you can see I'm clicking on this one, where it says Trump made a phone call. You can go look it up. It's everywhere. I like Liz Wheeler, though. She's got some good stuff. I do watch these guys, Breaking Point. They're all in favor, loving Massey, Crystal Ball, and what's his name? Raj. I fucking forgot his name. CNN had a meltdown today. This lady just fucking lost. She freaked out so they can get some more hits, so they can get some more attention. Yeah, this guy, Ben Dykes, he's got some good information. I recommend you guys watching him. Melanie King, she's right here. FBI admits they lied about Epstein's death. They think he's still alive, right? And then there's Netanyahu. He's out there. He's just making a visit while Pam is over here flashing lights and kazooing and distracting you. But Nancy May said it right. I think, it's just we really need to get past this by it going completely through the proper channels. And Pam Bondi, if she is doing this, she needs to. Because it's a continuing investigation and she's putting all the pieces together, or you have somebody actually out there not just exposing it, but targeting the people that went out there and did those heinous things. Look, there's madams and there's pimps. Those are a dime a dozen. It's the Johns, right? You want to go after the Johns, the clients, because they're the source of it all. And in this particular situation, it's pretty heinous and pretty horrific that there are some girls out there, some women out there at the time when they were girls, were used and abused and just terrible, terrible, terrible. And these people and this whole thing. I mean, look, I'm glad that Trump's going after child trafficking. He's done way more. He's done insurmountable amount of more arrests and convictions and people that are some monsters that are out there. I think that's great, but it goes a lot higher. It's up there, you know. And this guy, one guy, Ted Lieu, was really, you know, I have to talk about Ted Lieu here real quick. Let me see here. Ted said, let's see if they'll play it. Or was that in, I think that was in Wheeler's thing. Yeah. No. Professor Nez, no. Wait a second, buddy. It was, yeah. Let me just play this one. Get out of here. This is a Democrat. This is Mr. Wu, and it's interesting that he's got this position now, and all of a sudden, they've changed their tune. That's yeah. 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 Yeah, that's, I gotta tell you, I'm it's almost seems intentional that, and I look, I've brought this up a bunch of times, and now I think I'm gonna finish. So here it is, and I think this is a good point. I'm gonna bring this point. Pam, give me the files. Just give me the files. I'll put together a ragtag team of attorneys to protect these victims and bring justice to them. That's it. That's all I have to do. Right? Just give me the files. I'll fucking make sure that everyone that committed, did, whatever, we'll get to the bottom of it. We'll have the information, and I'll make sure they're all charged, ran through court, judged by their peers in a jury, grand jury, whatever jury, and I'll make sure that justice is served for these victims. But you're not doing that. This is Trump's moment. This is where he could do it. Now, if Trump was the guy that was a whistleblower, maybe he worked, because I remember, I don't know if you know this, but Mike Johnson said Trump was an FBI agent. I don't know if you've seen that. You know what? I'm gonna look for that. Yeah, he was in the FBI informant. It's right there. Here it is. 2025. He's fucking said it right here, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you need to say. It's right there. This is nuts. God. We need Stevie out here to do some more research, for fuck's sakes. I know she'd get to the bottom of this shit. Right here on September 25th, the U.S. House Speaker Mike Johnson claimed that Donald Trump acted as an FBI informant to help take down convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Johnson later walked back this statement, suggesting he used the wrong terminology and was instead referring to claims that Trump helped authorities by kicking Epstein out of there. Okay. That's a pretty big fuck up, Mike Johnson. Yeah, I'll just play it right here. I got it right here. I'm going to play it. Let me just play it right here. Probably. What just happened? How come I can't hear that right now? Doesn't sound like you fucked up on that. I don't think it was a slip of the tongue. It didn't, it does not at all appear like that was a slip of the tongue. I really believe that Trump was implanted. I don't know if they want to expose that, though. I'm kind of tripping out on this whole thing. Now, if that's, and that could be the reason why Pam seems so confident about this, but at the same time, people want justice for the victims, and this has just been too long, right? This stuff we can't, like I said, we cannot continue to allow this kind of sick, disgusting crap to happen at any level. And if there are elitist, and I call them you know what I call them, the globalist predator class, and if they're out, I know they're out there. And if we can start exposing that one and this one and that one for all the crazy satanic shit that they do, and some of them may be Christians for all I know, who knows. But the problem here is as a species, as a group, as a team, as a planet, we just can't let this shit go forward. It's just bad. It's just wrong. It's something in the closet we have to fucking pull out and say, hey, here it is. I'm going to get rid of it. We can't let that shit happen anymore. Whatever's going on, it's always good to be, and I'm not perfect at this, and I know a lot of people aren't, but if there's something that's ever happening and it's taking you down, the best thing to do is, and you can feel that guilt starts to build. You just got to just be honest at some point. And just say, hey, this is what's happening, and I'm sorry, and that's it. And then let the chips fall where they may. But the longer you hold it in, and the longer you hide it, the worse it becomes for not just you. Other people get sucked into this void, and it's bad. It's not good for it could be family, friends, your kid. Just things happen. Right? Things happen, and of course, the person you have to blame is yourself. So, Pam, I blame you. I blame you for not doing what's supposed to be happening here. Nancy Mace, a lot of people, if Trump was an informant, just fucking say it. That would actually be great for him. right? But maybe there's something else going on that we're just not being told. But the bottom line is, I don't think that today Pam did any help for anybody. I don't think she did anything for anybody. I don't think she helped fucking anybody. Right? She didn't make her administration and her position look any stronger. I don't think she made our country look stronger. I don't. And I know there are people out there. You can say whatever you want, but the way she acted, the way she was pointing, and all this other stuff. I mean, I got this one guy who does the forensics, and he talked about how she reacted in a lot of answers. This guy, I don't know, where do I have it here? I should have it somewhere. He kind of goes over. I don't think I have it here. That's weird. I know I saved it to Montauk. Dr. G. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, let me play it for you. I wanted this to be a lot sooner, but I got time. I got some time. Yeah, it's a show. No, no. Yeah. Just as they do. Just as they do. I mean, there's. Yeah, they're. It's all. Her binder. Okay, I'm not going to keep going through this because this guy reveals a little bit, but not a lot. But he basically, the conclusion he comes up with is what I've been saying. It's congressional hearings are a dog and pony show. They do nothing. We want arrests. We want charges. We want arrests. We want prosecutions, and we want people in jail cells. That's it, Pam. Period. It's time. It's really fucking time. Right. I know the low-hanging fruit is out there in regards to Minnesota and California and all the fraud and Somali and whatever else is going out there. Medicare fraud, Medicaid fraud, whatever the fuck's going out there. There's tons of that. It's everywhere. We know that. But what we do need is we need people like Adam Schiff in jail. We need the J6 committee in jail. We need people that went after these people, right? You should be focusing on these people. Well, not these people. Yeah, you should focus on those people too, for sure. Where did I put it right here? Oh, yeah, here it is, right here. Right? Republicans arrested under Biden administration immediately. Right? All these people and 1,265 J6 defendants. Yeah, these are why MAGA people are pissed. This is why MAGA people are fucking just pissed off. Look, I'm an independent. Yes, I am somewhat of a populist, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if I'm not sure what the connection is with Trump and Pam. Maybe there's something under the covers. Maybe I just fucking nailed it. But if that's the case, you've already fucked yourself. You don't do that. You can have a professional relationship with somebody, but once you do that, kind of throw shit off. You can do it in certain circumstances, but on this level, making her AG, I mean, everybody thought for sure it was hopefully going to be Matt Gaetz. I was praying and hoping it was going to be Matt Gaetz. Everybody wanted Matt Gaetz, right? We don't want Trey Gowdy. We didn't want anybody else. We wanted fucking Matt Gaetz. And everybody's still saying that, especially Matt, right? It's just at this point, if this isn't it. If this is it and that's it, and then they kind of push it under the rug, it's not going to happen. People now want to know more. I mean, what happened today and everything that was thrown, the shit that was flying across the room in that place was just crazy. But it didn't. It's more people know about it, right? And that guy Lou, the Democrat, said it perfectly. They dropped the ball, but did they drop it on purpose? Is she purposely doing the same thing? Is Pam Bondi purposely going to not prosecute a single client of the Epstein company? I just call it a company. The Epstein brothel, right? It's worse than a brothel. Whatever. It's just sick fucking shit. But point being, I think we're at the point now we're tired of the dog and pony show, right? That's it. All right. We'll see what happens. After that performance, I don't know, man. You can't say that was a great performance. I mean, there's so many instances of her just seeming a little high schoolish. I mean, I understand certain responses to some of that stuff, but like, why would you even fucking say that? And then there's a clown show. Is that what you called it? She said it was a fucking clown show. Okay, why? Why are you saying it's a clown show? Pam, I want to know. Somebody needs to ask her, why did you say it was a clown show? Because you know that these dog and pony show hearings are bullshit? Yeah, that's probably right. And that's why they sit there and you can see it on her face. You can see it in her demeanor. She's like, man, just got to get through this dumb shit fucking hearing because nothing's going to happen. Bottom line. Anyway, I want to say thank you all for watching Monotalk. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, blah, 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 blah. If you ever want to come on, discuss, debate, let me know. I'm easy to get a hold of. There's some people that used to come in all the time. I wish they'd come back because we used to have some great talks, great debates, great conversations, things that really mattered for us and the country and ourselves, of course. Aloha. Thank you all.